right, welcome to Tabletop Baseball for some more League of Dominance. 85 Cardinals at the 91 Twins. As we all know, the Cardinals are out of it, 9-14, and the Twins 16-7, almost the opposite. 2-game lead over the Indians with, the Indians have 2 games left. So, if the Twins win, they will clinch first place. Twins win and they clinch first place. On the mound for the Cardinals, Danny Cox. On the mound for the Twins, Alan Anderson. Alan Anderson's 2-1 with a 3.68, by the way. Danny Cox is 3-2 with a 5.35. So, let's see. For the lineups, obviously St. Louis will be using a DH. That's going to be Cedeno. About the only change in their lineup. For the Twins, they're going to use Bush as the DH instead of Chili Davis. It'll be Randy Bush. Forgot his first name there. Or the name he goes by anyway. Randy Bush will be DHing, the big lefty. Now let's get this party started. Let's just jump right into it. Derek Oxenrider, first versus worst, just about, yeah. A's are actually the worst, overall worst. They are 5-19, so I'm kind of interested to see if they'll lose 20 games. Here we go, Vince Coleman. We'll dig in. 46-29, and that's going to be a ground ball back to Alan Anderson for out number 1. Brings up Willie McGee. 65, he fouls out to the catcher. The Cardinals, interesting note here, the only 2 guys hitting above 300 are Tommy Herr and Willie McGee. Everybody else is below 200, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody else is below 200. Like, let's see, Van Slyke, I think, is the next at 189. If I'm not mistaken. So there's Tommy Herr. I might want to look that up real quick. 64-14. So Anderson issues a 2-out walk to Herr. There's Van Slyke. Struck him out. I think I am going to look that up just real quick. Bear with me. Won't take too long. What bugs me is I was just looking at that. I was thinking, good grief, man, they are just flat out awful. Yep, actually, it is, Willie McGee is the only, Willie McGee's hitting 348. Tommy Herr's 261. Okay, so then, Willie McGee is basically the only guy over 300. Cedeno's at 379, but he's only got 29 at-bats. Van Slyke is at 256, and then everybody else is 189 or below. Under 200. Vince Coleman. So basically 3 guys above 250. And then everybody else is below 200, 189 or less. All right, bottom of 1. Here's Dan Gladden. 54, he'll fly out to right field. There's Chuck Knobloch. 34, flies it out to center, Willie McGee. So 2 down, there's Kirby Puckett. And he flies out to Willie. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Cox and the Cardinals. Top of 2, here's Terry Pendleton. And Pendleton's going to foul out to Harper, the catcher. Jack Clark. 56. A 34 is going to be a pop out to short. Anderson's got that weird R. I'll change the strikeout occasionally. 42 or 41's a 24. And that's a ground out to short. And what do you know? Another 3 up, 3 down inning. Well, actually, it wasn't in the first inning, was it? Tommy Herr got a walk. Ken Herbeck struck him out. 1 out. Brian Harper, league leader, average 61 to 12. He'll ground out to third. There's Randy Bush getting a rare start today. The DH spot. He's going to make the best of it. He doubles to right center. Brings up Shane Mack. Having a pretty good year. 52, 27. Of course, most of the Twins are. But a 27 is going to be a ground out to third. Actually, that is a strikeout. Danny Cox has the Y, strikes him out. Cardinals leave, or the Twins leave one stranded. Top of 3, here's Darryl Porter. And he'll fly out to center. Kirby Puckett to center field. Here's Ozzie, 52, 27. And I believe that's a ground out to third base. Brings up Coleman. 55 is a 9. There's a single for Coleman. And he will try to steal. Anderson with a 0 there. And Harper a -3, which is not good. Not nap, but it's not. So that makes him a 34. Might as well just walk on over there. 34. 64 or less. Only 2 chances to not make it. Stolen base for Coleman. 2 down, Coleman at second. And here's Willie, 42. And there's a 9. That's going to be a single. Runner scores. RBI for Willie's 1 for 2. And Willie's going to think about taking off. C stealer. He can steal. He will get a +3. I think that's a automatic stolen base there. He cannot, oh, actually, I was looking at Tommy Herr. My bad. 33. So 63 or less. I already gave it to him. He made it. I predicted the future. He made it. Tommy Herr, 22, and there's a 7. A single to center. Single to right. Runner scores. So the inability to hold runners hurting the Twins. Is Tommy Herr going to steal? He's an E stealer. I don't think he can steal. So 2 outs and Herr at first. Here's Van Slyke. 2 runs in, 41. A 28. Grounds it out to short. So the Cardinals pick up 2 runs. That's huge for them. They lead 2-0, bottom of 3. Pagliarillo will strike out. Back-to-back Ks for Danny Cox. And here's Gagne. There's going to be a hit. First hit. No, second hit. Almost gone, but it's going to be a double. Second double for the Twins. 1 out double. Here's Dan Gladden. Oh, Danny boy, 45, 14. Draws a walk. First and second with 1 out. Here's Chuck Knobloch. Here come the Twins, 63, 31. It's going to be a fly out to center. Runners have to hold. Second fly out to center field for Knobloch. Here's Kirby Puckett. He flew out to center. And Kirby has something to say. Is it out of here? Almost. But it's going to be an 8. Runners on, what am I doing? First and second. Single over short and 1 scores. Other to third. Gladden goes to third. Gagne scores. And it's 2-1. First and third, 2 down. Here's Kent Herbeck. And a 20. Herbeck gets those weird numbers all the time. It's amazing. A 20 is a fielding check. Both teams are very good fielding teams. Right fielder. Right fielder's Van Slyke. He is fielding 1. Single through second, 1 scores. Other out at third. So it's a single. Gladden comes home. Puckett gets thrown out at third. 9-5. Actually, F is safe at third. I should have kept reading. Puckett is safe. He's an F runner. F safe at third. Okay, first and third still with 2 outs. Here's Herbeck got an RBI there. It's tied up. Brian Harper. And then that'll 52 to 27. Wise a strikeout. Danny Cox strikes him out. Twins answer though. 2-2, top of the 4th. And there's Terry Pendleton, 27. Grounds it out to third. Brings up Jack Clark, 0 for 1. A 62 to 41. First on an error. Error on the shortstop. Gagne. Brings up Cedeno, the DH. And he's going to go down swinging. Anderson strikes him out. Second strikeout of the game for Anderson. There's Darrell Porter, 14 of 30. It's going to be a fly out to left field. Retires the side, bottom of 4. Here's Bush, the DH for the Twins. And he's going to draw a leadoff walk. He doubled his first time up. Brings up Shane Mack. Struck out his first time up. He's not going to strike out this time. Double. F scores. Randy Bush is not an F. So he will go to third. Second and third, nobody out, and they're in business. Pagliarillo, 22. Are they playing close or deep? Second and third, nobody out. They're going to be playing with Pags up. They're going to be playing close. Runner picked off third. 2-5. That's all it is. If you're playing close, runner is picked off third. So he just gets picked off. Bush gets picked off third is 2-5. Runner does not advance, so Pag's still up with Mack at second. 22, a 7. That'll be a single. Runner scores. Could have scored 2, but RBI for Pags, and he is at first with 1 out. And there's Gagne, 56, struck him out. 4 Ks for Cox, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make that 6. Dan Gladden goes down swinging. Twins pick up a run, though. 3-2, Minnesota. There's Ozzie. A 0 for Ozzie. 6 home runs in 85. And he's going to get one here. Ozzie Smith with a home run. That might be his second in this season. I'm not mistaken. It seemed like he hit one. Solo shot for Ozzie. Ties it up. 3-3. Vince Coleman, 12-29. It's going to be a ground ball back to Alan Anderson. And he tosses it over to Herbeck for the out. And Willie McGee's going to follow suit. Another ground ball back to the mound. Anderson handles it cleanly. Tommy Herr, 35-9. There's a single. Tommy Herr, 2 for 2 with a walk. 2 outs. Van Slyke almost goes yard, but 12-25. And that will be a ground out to second. So the Cardinals tie it up 3-3. Bottom of 5. Chuck Knobloch, 63, flies out to center. Willie McGee. Bob Borwick and Lance Wentworth. Thanks for coming in. 12-25 for Puckett. Be a ground out to second base. 2 down. Here's Kent Herbeck. 36. That's going to be a strikeout. Danny Cox with another strikeout. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Ks for Cox on the day. Top of the 6th inning, tied up 3-3. 54, fly out to right field for Pendleton. It's going to bring up Jack Clark, but he's not going to bat. He's 0 for 2, hitting about $120. They're going to bring in Jorgensen. I can say it. Eventually. Jorgensen. Michael Jorgensen. Give him a shot here. Why not? 25. A 37. Strike 1. A 37 on 25. I don't know that I've ever seen that. I mean, just Kent Herbeck, he's got all the weird stuff. What's he got? Not going to be a 37. Very interesting there. 51-14. Jorgensen draws a walk. There's Cedeno. 43-29. Runner on first. Out of first, runner second. It's a ground ball back to Anderson. Only plays the first. Jorgensen moves to second. Here's Darrell Porter. 53-20. Runner on second. And we need to check it says single through second. Check the second baseman. Knobloch, he's going to be fielding 1. That is a single. Runner to third. Jorgensen goes to third. And here's Ozzie. He is 1 for 2 with a home run. And it's first and third. And Ozzie almost gets another 0, but he's going to be a 35. Big difference. Fouls out to short right field to the second baseman. So he swings for the fences again, but he pops it up. Now retires the side. Bottom of the 6th. And Danny Cox is going to continue pitching. With Brian Harper. I didn't put a little thing there. 51-8. Flies out to center. Randy Bush, 27. He'll ground out to third baseman, Terry Pendleton. Jorgensen was a good fielder, huh? 31 and 9 for Mack. Single. 2 for 3 for Shane Mack. Pagliarillo's 21. Flies out to right field. So still 3-3, top of the 7th inning. Top of the order for the Cardinals. Anderson, he is really a 5-inning guy, but he's sticking in there. He's just barely skating by. I think they're going to start the inning off with Anderson. They want to clinch, though. The Twins can clinch first place with a win here. 35 is a 14 for Coleman. Does he get the stolen base? He does. So Alan Anderson, he's going to come out. They are done. They don't want to mess around. They want to clinch this. Let's see. Bedrosian will come in. He'll be a B pitcher. For the first batter, Willie McGee. Coleman in scoring position at 31s and 8. Out of first, runner to third. It's a ground ball back to the pitcher, Bedrosian. Coleman moves to third. There's Tommy Herr. 63 of 31. Flies out runners. An F scores. We know Vince Coleman is an F, so a sac fly for Tommy Herr. Second RBI for Herr. 2 down, bases clear. There's Van Slyke. Cardinals take the lead. And he will fly it out to right field. But the Cardinals take a 4-3 lead, bottom of the 7th inning. Danny Cox's fatigue inning. Gagne, 64-39. Strike one. 61 of 12. He'll ground out to third. And there's Dan Gladden. Top of the order, 43-29. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Danny Cox. Had quite a few of those today. 2 down, here's Chuck Knobloch. 55s and 8. He's going to fly it out to Willie McGee in center field for the 4th time today. Chuck Knobloch has flied out to Willie in center. Top of the 8th inning we go. Terry Pendleton. He's 0 for 3. And Mr. Lawless will come in. And bat for Pendleton and play third base. 33. That's a pop out to second base. For Mr. Lawless, here's Jorgensen. Walked his first time up. He's going to walk again. So it's going to look like he did nothing, but he's drawn 2 walks. And here's Cedeno. And they're going to bring in Terry Leach. He'll be a B pitcher for Cedeno. 55 and 8. That's a good thing. Out of first, runner to second. A ground ball back to Leach. Actually, no, it's not to Leach. It's to first base. Hold on. I was looking at A pitcher. B pitcher. Out of first, runner to second. It's a ground ball to third. Doesn't really matter, but we'll try to get it straight there. Clark, why am I saying Clark? Jorgensen to second base. Porter, the batter. Is Porter going to bat? Tom Nieto says, hey, what about me? Let me hit. Let's bring in Nieto. Why not? Try to get yourself an RBI here, Tom. 22. Is he going to do it? An 8. Runner on second. C pitcher. Single. Runner scores. S is out at home, though. I think Jorgensen's an S. He is. Even with 2 outs, he's still out at home. Single over second. Runner scores. S is out at home. So a huge. Nieto gets a single, though. How about that? It's an 8-2 gun out of Jorgensen. He forgot to unhitch the trailer and got thrown out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Will Danny Cox continue? Man, I want to bring Todd Worrell in. He just came off the DL today. But it's kind of scary. He is a C pitcher. Ken Daly's not been doing very well. Really, nobody has. Let's let Cox continue. If he gets in any trouble, we'll take him out. 24. Grounds out to short. .27. Grounds out to third for Herbeck. There's Brian Harper. 0 for 3. And he's going to strike out. Danny Cox is pitching well. Strikeout number 7, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts for Danny Cox. Top of the 9th inning. Willis coming in for the Twins. Ozzie to lead it off. He's not going to come out. 63. He'll fly out to center. And there's Vince Coleman, 25. There's an 11, a single. Possible stolen base. Willis +1. It's going to make him a 30. But again, what was Harper? -3, so 33. 63 or less. 35. Another easy stolen base for Vince Coleman, his 3rd of the day. So 1 out. Here's Willie McGee. 36. 14. That's a walk. Not really the worst thing in the world. 1st and 2nd now with 1 out. Tommy Herr. 42, a 14. Is that another walk? It is not. 2 balls on Tommy Herr. But Tommy Herr is going to get a 7 here. Single, 1 scores. Other to third. S is out at home. Well, we know Vince Coleman is not an S. My pen is running out. RBI for her, number 3 on the day. 1st and 3rd. I'll have to go to another pen. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. And Willis has really made things difficult on the Twins. They're down 2 now. It's what, 6 or 5-3? No, 3, 4, 5-3. Yeah. Let's see. Jeremy Guthrie's going to have to come in. It'll be a B pitcher for Van Slyke. First and third, one out. 44-8. Single, one scores, other to third. S is out at third. Tommy Herr is not an S. So the hit parade continues for the Cardinals. Another run. The merry-go-round RBI for Van Slyke. Now it's 6-3. There's Lawless, 31 of 14, first and third. Walked him. Bases loaded, one out. There's Jorgensen, 0 for 0, 2 walks. Cannot hit a home run. 42 of 14. And that's another walk. Guthrie walks in a run. And it's still bases loaded. Guthrie's going to have to come out. It's going to be Aguilera now. Bases loaded, one out. Here's Cedeno. 0 for 4. 54-32, bases loaded. Fly out, runners on second and third, advance one base. K's a strikeout. He does not have a K, so sac fly for Cedeno. And another run for the Cardinals. What is it, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8-3 now, Cardinals. Runners first and third. First and third, 2 down. Here's Nieto. Singled his first time up, but he's going to strike out to end the inning as the Cardinals bat around. In the 9th inning, they give 4 runs. Might be the most runs they've ever scored in an inning in this season. So Danny Cox will definitely try to finish this out now, as it is 8-3. And here's Randy Bush, 24. Rounds it out to short. Shane Mack draws a walk. Shane Mack 2 for 3. Single, double, walk. There's Pagliarillo, 21. And he'll fly it out to right field. So 2 down to their final out. There's Greg Gagne, 62, and he strikes out. Cox gets him in style, strikes him out. 8-3 final, Cardinals. If they could have played like that all year, it would have been a little different story. As the Twins want to run roughshod through their bullpen. 9 strikeouts for Danny Cox. Obviously the winner. Anderson the loser. I believe. What'd he go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He went 6 innings. 6 complete. Yeah, he was responsible for that run right there. Anderson the loser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits for the Cardinals. And no errors. Twins had 1 error. For Minnesota hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits. But after basically after the 4th inning, they had 1 hit. 1 hit, 2 base runners, a hit and a walk. from the 4th inning on. So Danny Cox pitched a really nice game. It's going to make him 4-2 on the season. That'll drop his ERA. Alan Anderson's going to move to 2-2. As the Twins will need to get their starting rotation in order for the playoffs. They have not clinched, though. They have not clinched first by virtue of that loss. That would kind of hurt. I'll just make that an 8. 16-8. Cardinals getting double digits in the win column. And my thing will work there. There we go. 10-14 with 2 games remaining. So the Indians, they could still, the Twins have 2 games left. Yep, 2 games left for the Twins and the Indians. So the Indians could tie, they could still tie. Twins have not clinched. If they would have won that game, they would have clinched first place. But it did not happen. So the next game, that's all for day 27. We're on to day 28, which is a light schedule, 3 games. And I'll probably get all 3 of those games tomorrow. First game up's a 1 at 10. Brewers at the Diamondbacks. That'll probably be early in the morning. Maybe not early, but mid-morning. And then 7-3 matchup. Mets at the A's. Woohoo. And then the 9-5. Atlanta at Cleveland. Which that'll be a big game. Braves at the Indians. Both teams 14-10 in their respective leagues. NL worst just beat the AL best. That is very true. But that happens. That's baseball. And they brought in some backups to do it. That's baseball. Happens. At home even. Twins were at home. So I thank you guys for joining me. Derek, Bob Borwick, Jonathan, Vanderzeel, Lance Wentworth. And that's all that's in the chat. Good thing I'm not opening a pack up. You guys have good odds if there was an autograph in there. But I'm not going to do it right now. So it's not going to happen. Probably the next, maybe not the next game, but one of those games tomorrow, I'll probably open one up. Probably that last game. Koufax against Martinez. That's a heck of a matchup. All right, yeah, I'm trying to get this thing done. Get this at least into the playoffs before I start concentrating on other things. All right, guys, I am going to wrap it up. And I will see you guys tomorrow for sure during the daytime. I'm off tomorrow. Try to get some games in. Like I said, those 3 games on day 28. So until then, you guys, thank you so much again for joining me. Until then, till tomorrow, take care and God bless.